This is a public service announcement from 5 to 5 Incorporated!
That's right, Throwback Rum from 2012. This PSA is to inform you that whatever is said here in the 525 Live podcast is the opinion of the guest, not the host or the show. We here at 525 Live want our guests to feel free in expressing themselves in order to give an entertaining podcast for you and a therapeutic experience for them. If you don't like what they said, take it up with them, not the show. You know who you are. Now, without further ado...
Yo, sit back, relax, catch a contact.
Bear witness to some biblical shit. But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 525 Live podcast. I am Sean Nova, the voice of everything, of course. Here, my guest today is one of the few people in COD that I rarely have interaction with. Just now we started talking. He's been on a lot of clans like GCW, CCE, NAH, and WTW. He's held the CCE Starlight Championship and the New Age Horizons World Title. This is Payton Solaire. Is that how you pronounce it?
Solaire? It's
Solaire.
just it's a fake last name. It's not real.
Oh,
It's
come
not
on.
real, man.
Why is it not your real last name?
Because alright, so the reason I chose that is because I'm a Dark Souls nerd. And there's a character named that, and he's pretty freaking awesome.
Okay.
And sometimes when I play online games, they're like, "Oh, you can't have just one name, loser." And I'm like, "All right, well, fine. I'll find something."
Yeah, right. Fucking ROM Buster. Fucking, you can't have one name. Fucking asshole.
Apparently.
That's my chair, by the way. It's not anything like, oh man, it's my joints. I'm so fucking old because I'm fucking 31 years old. But anyway.
Wait, what? I thought you were like 25.
Did you not listen to the first episode? You're supposed to be a fan and shit. That's some fucked up shit.
I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan.
Clearly. So, what I ask everybody, is pretty much the tradition in this podcast, is that, you know, I want to find out how people started off in this community. How did you start off? Because everybody's answer is different, and it's very interesting, at least to me. If people don't like the fucking question, then type in, hey, I don't like the question. Enough people, I'll not listen. But anyway, so how did you start off?
Alright, so when I was little, I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling.
Okay.
So my mom bought me video games instead. So she bought me SVR 2007.
So wait, hold on, no. Pause it right there. So
Yeah.
she didn't want you to watch it on TV, but she wanted you to reenact it on TV. On your video game, pretty much.
I guess so. She was like, as long as you don't beat up girls in the game, I don't care what you do. I'm like, alright, Mom.
Well,
Best mom ever.
Right, okay, yeah, that is a point, because at that time, I guess back then, like you see Stone Cold stunning Lita and shit like that, you know, little things like that, that's unacceptable.
You could fight divas, man. You could fight divas.
Mm-hmm. Which a lot of people wish came back now, that feature, so.
Yeah, but like, to be honest with you, I was a rule follower, so I was like, no, Mom, I won't fight the divas. I think I did it one time, and I was like, wow, that's not that great. Okay.
Did you feel a little bit guilty about that?
Oh, yo, I'm a gentle person, man.
Yeah. And me too. Like, there's certain things where, like, I'm not a confrontational person. Like, I don't go and start shit. But if there's something where, if something pisses me off or someone's at me, I can't bow down to somebody's will. I have to step up. I have to do something about it. So that's pretty much it. I'm more reactive than proactive. Put it that way.
You're a rebel.
I guess so. So you started off with COD with 2011, right?
Yeah, and I had a really shitty car, like dressed in all black. Since I was like a child, I didn't know about creativity. But then I was making storylines in my own head, which was weird.
It's not like, weird. I do that too. What?
but I didn't know COD existed, man. I was like in the dark.
Oh, okay.
But so that continued, and then one day, one of my friends bought me SVR 2010. And I found out about clans and pen and paper leagues and shit like that.
Right.
And I joined one called, I think there was a bunch I joined, but the one I joined was called NGW, which was called like New Generation Wrestling, and they took it literal. Like, I had my own character, but they had someone named like John Otunga, and I was like, well, that's a little too far.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, Tonga is such an attractive last name. I have to copy that. What the fuck?
Oh, absolutely, man.
It has like a bad taste. Like your mouth feels weird saying Tonga.
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 It's because he's trash at commentary.
It's not even that. It's just like, besides the fact of David Otunga, right? Let's just think, if he didn't exist, right? The name Otunga, it sounds like something like a man from like a tribe that has like a bone through his nose and shit. Like Otunga, Tonga, you know, that type of shit. I don't know. It may be racist. I apologize if you're offended.
It may be racist.
Maybe. But still, that's what the first thing that comes to me is like word association. That's like Otunga, whatever the fuck, right? So, I'm just burying my own grave right now. God, I apologize. But still, that's how I feel. I'm like, why would you want to have that last name? But yeah, enough about that. Go on.
So my entire time in competitive clans was I was a part of a 3-man tag team that never got pinned. We never got pinned.
Nice.
Of course, we used batteries and shit. That's why not. But so we didn't get pinned, and then we let someone. I went away for a week or two, and I came back, and there was a guy named Sadistic Joker in the team.
Okay.
And he got pinned, and we were all like, "What the fuck, man?" And that person ended up being Brandon Young. So he was like, "Hey man, I got this thing called ICW. You wanna join? We're on YouTube." And I looked at it. So like now in retrospect, I thought it was cool as fuck. But like looking back on it, we had like 12 views per video. So I guess we were nobodies.
Aww.
But this league came apparently like Cameron Bash had something to do with this league at one point, and Screech had something to do with this league at one point, and so did the Noose.
So it's pretty much like the starting ground for a lot of people in CAW right now.
Yeah, dude, the leader was a psycho. His CAW name was like Drake Cobain, and
that's pretty cool.
But he was like, he had this weird fucking eye paint on, and he was like, his move was called the Spear of Destiny.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, man, you need to chill. And then so one day, you know old TXW stuff or no?
I'm familiar with it, but I'm not like an aficionado.
Do you know who Brett Haven is?
No.
Alright, so Brett Haven was in TXW at a point, and he was in ICW as well. So what happened was he got kicked out because he wanted to go to other leagues, which is like we had the whole one league rule.
Okay.
And he got kicked out, and then he started hanging out with Dallas Blake. I don't know if you know him either.
No. I'm very... Like, who are you? I'm dumb, alright?
Oh, you're from the PlayStation side, man.
Yeah, man, we're holier than thou and all that shit, right?
Yeah. You guys are pure before we got here and ruined everyone, but Xbox clan, yeah, man. But so I brought them to a party one time as a joke, and then he's like, "You know what, man? You're done." And I always said, "All right, that's fine with me." So I went, and then I joined ICE.
Ice. Yeah, I know about ICE, yeah.
And the first thing I came in was like, all right, you need to take off your kicks because Maxwell Brady's patented all the kicks. And I was like, ha! and I was like, all right, man. And I met him. I think I met Max. That was the first time I met him. He was I thought he was a pretty cool guy. I wanted him to like me a lot. I don't know why. I was a kid.
Well, I don't think it's like just being a kid. I think everybody wants to be liked. That's by everybody, really. It's not like, oh, I want you to hate me or some shit. Unless they.
Really... I want some heat with you, boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
So then I joined. I went away for I think a year, and I came back in GCW, and then I left again, and I came back, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, GCW is CCE now, and I said, oh really? It's like you wanna join? We have a character that you could play. What's his name? His name is Peppermint P, and I was like, oh shit. And I took over those characters, but I couldn't sim more shit. So at the time, I know this is a surprise to you, but I was bad at one point. So that happened, and then the whole drama shit with I won the Starlight title there. I had it for 2 weeks, and Porter tried to fuck a doorknob or something like that. I don't fucking remember.
What? Wait, no, you gotta repeat that.
All right, so Porter is on my list. If I could just slap him in the face, I would in 5 seconds. Because he was some guy catfished him, and he was saying shit make use of your surroundings, baby. And I was like, oh, that's cringe. I hate that.
What the
don't do that. Yeah, he's a pervert. So
when in Rome, I guess, huh?
when in Rome, he's like, there was a time when someone sent me a picture and he was like, retweet if you like dildos and boobs, and then he retweeted that shit. And I was like, I might explain this, Porter, and he didn't explain it to me.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, by all means, but still,
it works for you.
Not everybody's prepared to hear certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So then that died because of the whole, like, there was drama, and then someone hit on Jordan, and Jordan was creeped out, so she's like, I'm out of here, fools, these people are weird. and that died. And then everyone was like, all right, we all got together, and Chris Andrews and East Angeles and all of us, that's where we all were, like, we all grew up together in kind of college. So he's like, all right, we're going to go to RWU now. And I was like, you know what? I'm a hipster. I'm going to go to WAW because I'm a fucking hipster.
Nice.
So I went there, and I debuted against Blake Cyrus, a man who doesn't like me very much to this day.
Well, I interviewed him not too long ago. He didn't really have anything bad to say about you, at least to my memory. But then again, my memory sucks. So
we'll get there, though.
Oh, God.
We'll get there.
Oh, God.
So
stay tuned, people.
yeah. Yeah, I have no filter, but I know what to say at the right time. Sometimes.
Hey, listen, it's therapeutic. Say whatever you want to say. Again, if anybody's upset, they could just take it up with you. You know,
they can tweet me at Payton Solaire. Follow. I mean, what?
Is it Solus? I think it's Solus, not Solaire, right?
I got idiot. I have Solaire, Solus, Solitaire. It happens.
Yeah, the winter solstice. Yeah.
So, what happened was, where was I? All right, WAW, and
yes.
I debuted against Cyrus, and we had like a really long match, and then he got upset because they cut it to like 9, like it was a 9-minute match. They cut it to like 3 minutes. And I squashed him. And he was like, oh, man, that was a good match. I said, all right, that's cool, man. And then WAW didn't happen. I was supposed to fight Desmond Cruz for a title as foreshadowing.
Nice.
But that happened. And then I think we entered 15 at this point.
Okay.
And
I think it's like the dark times of the community because that game was ass.
The dark time. Hey, man, I had a good year.
Then, yeah. I guess you're the silver lining of that dark cloud. Because like,
I won a world title.
12 and 15, I think, are the worst years, in my opinion, on COD because just the bullshit that went down with it.
Yeah, I remember 12. You couldn't have logos online. That shit was awful.
Yeah.
So I was there were no leagues at the time when 15 started because everyone was like, oh, this game is shit. We're out of here, boys. And so everyone left. And then I was in a Twitch chat with Desmond Cruz, like he was doing a stream, and then some guy named Lance Frisco, some scrub.
Who the fuck is that? He's so unknown in this community, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's like, hey, can I talk to you on Skype real quick? And I said, all right. And he pulls me into Skype, and he said, hey, man, I think we should make you a world champion, man. We have a league starting called Nah, and we want you the world champion.
Okay.
So not only did they make me world champion, but they put me in creative as well. Because I had the whole like for Ram thing because Ram died, but yeah, they put me in that, and I was in the creative with IB Wright, Van Brett, and I think that was it at the time. And they said, "All right, guys, we're going to give Payton a developmental show called Dawn," which was a mistake. Because that probably caused the most problems for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happened is me and the other creative people had a falling out because I won the world title.
And they just couldn't handle that? What?
Which was also spoiled by Brandon Young, may I add you, because he was in Dawn, and then he wasn't willing to play like career mode to get the NXT arena, so I had to kick him out, and he flipped out.
Wow.
So he spoiled CCE's last pay-per-view. He spoiled, which was back at this time. He spoiled me winning the world title, and then he spoiled Blake Cyrus being the first like Dawn champion because it was developmental.
Okay.
And I had all these characters. I think it was kind of fair that the creative team was mad at me because they had a bunch of new guys, and I had like Barry Stevens and Ace Whistler on my thing, and they were gonna do some crazy shit, and then they would always ask to look at my storylines, and I didn't like them at the time, so I was like, all right, boy, get the fuck out of here. I'm writing.
Okay.
Because they were mean to me, so I was mean to them.
Yeah.
We're not like that anymore though, so it's all right.
I understand. It's all good.
And then after a while, Aiden Pericolo got into the creative chat.
Shout out to Aiden, unless you have something fucked up to say about him.
Oh, me and him have had a conversation about this very recently.
Okay.
We're good. We're good now, though.
Okay, good.
But so those three they started to bully me like every day, and I was like 16, so I was very like sensitive,
young and impulsive. Yeah.
Young and impulsive. That's a better word. So
right,
I was very young and impulsive. So I eventually just got up and I was like, all right, I'm out of here, because that's what my mom taught me, to walk away from bullies. So that's what I did.
You're a good boy. That's fair. Like anybody else, like me, when I was a kid, whenever somebody fucked with me, I got into so much shit. Especially because I grew up being a fat kid, so like a lot of kids were like, "Hey, you can't even tie your own shoes." I'm like, "Oh yeah, watch me beat your ass." And so it was just like little things like that where I couldn't handle someone talk shit about me because I was just bred that way, you know. I was just built that way to just not take shit from anybody. But,
yeah, you remind me of my brother. My brother one time he had a problem with some guy named Jackson, and then they went to a party together, and he came back. He's like, "Mom, my hand is broken." He knocked that guy out with one punch.
Wow, nice.
So that happened, and I left, and then they were kind of mean to me after. Well, I left the creative chat because I thought, oh, if I go into the public chat, they won't mess with me there, and they did. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go into the Dawn chat. They're not even there, and Frisco thought I was quitting, so he was like, all right. So he left the Dawn chat, and I'm like, well, I guess that's how it is. So I left that chat. I apologize for wasting everyone's time in that chat, and then I left. And
so it was a whole giant misunderstanding then, right?
It was a whole giant misunderstanding. But that's where my most prevailing moment happened.
Oh, really?
Where I had access to the YouTube channel.
Oh.
And I was going to CCE, and I'm not going to name people because I don't like to drag them down. But there's some people that like wanted me to delete the channel.
The cardinal sin of cause shows.
Yeah, and they wanted me to delete the channel, and I said, you know what? If I'll do it, if every single person in this entire chat agrees with me, knowing that Chris Andrews would not agree with me.
Okay.
And he didn't. The thing is that, here's the thing, even if he did agree with me, I already logged out of the channel.
So yeah, it's pretty much a thing where like you knew that he wasn't going to agree with you, so you left that as the stipulation. So knowing that he wasn't going to agree with you, that you're in the clear. So you're a team player. It's just that hey, the rules were against you. That's all.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at Frisco or Define. I was kind of upset because they weren't doing anything when I complained to them. Mm-hmm. But they were new at the thing, so I kind of I let that go. I'm like, well, that's fine. If I didn't know what I was doing, which they admit they didn't know what they were doing at first, then I would have been like, oh, I don't know what to do with that.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? This is what bugs me is that I don't like me as a person that runs clans, right? I was leader of FAM, and of course, leader of ME right now, where it's like I would never ask that of anybody. It's not me being benevolent or being the good guy or anything like that. It's just that if someone's willing to do that to their own channel, why would I want that person on my team? Why would I want someone that's willing to delete channels and shit like that, delete people's work for someone else? They could easily do that to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I wouldn't want somebody that I can't trust on my team. So for them to ask you that, whoever it was, very fucking wrong on their end, and I hope they evolve from that.
I don't know. Me and that person are good as well. Now I don't have any like grudges anymore, except for a select few who just don't like me. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I like you. You're a okay person, but they're like, fuck you, Payton. I'm like, well, I still like you.
I'm like that somehow too, some way too, because like where like I don't hate anybody, I just hate certain things that they do. Where like earlier today I went on a little bit of rant, and it's not like on anybody that I hate your fucking guts. It's that I'm doing it because I like you and I want you to read this and fucking learn from your ways. That's it. So like
that's fair.
Yeah, and some people that I'm not gonna mention, but I'm pretty sure you might mention. And and some dudes that have been mentioned before in this podcast have done things where I'm like, okay, I don't like it, but I'm not gonna hate you because like I don't know you in real life. There's no reason for me to hate you. If you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, man. You all I gotta do is turn off my fucking computer and then you're out of my fucking life. Plain and fucking
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just on a screen, man. Like this is actually really recent because I was a teenager, so of course I was like, oh fuck everybody.
Yeah.
so I was in CC for a bit, which that was shitty because it was all like an elaborate ruse for TXW to come back and then feed the CC people to TXW people, which I was gonna lose. All right, so I had won a North American like title shot, which was the secondary title. It was a cool title. I always wanted it when I was in the original CC.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you're gonna challenge Ace Whistler for the TXW tag titles, and you're gonna lose. And I was like, all right. and I agreed, which is the worst part. I'm like, all right, that's fine.
What, do you not like losing or anything? What?
No, I don't care about losing. It was just at the time this hit me that it was all a ruse until like a month later when I already left.
Gotcha.
So what happened was after a while, like things were kind of going south. So I was like, I think I'm gonna go, guys. No hard feelings. And then they talked to me. Whistler pulled me aside and said, "Hey, man, like we need to write you off. Is it okay if we have like Shannon attack you or something like that?" And I was like, "That sounds fine to me." And I saw it, and it was totally fine with it. I got shit kicked out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say I had a match with Payton Solaire, so that's I win that. So
check that off the fucking bucket list, right?
Yeah. And then, so we're in 16 now, right? I think we're in 16.
Okay.
And I wasn't in many leagues. Twitter. I wasn't in many leagues because I don't know. I was kind of like to myself at that time.
Mm.
I was also on Accutane. You know what that is?
No idea.
Alright, so my parents were like, you need to be presentable for the world. So here's like braces and Accutane, which is like acne medicine.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have acne. It just wouldn't go away in the same places. So what it did to me was destroy my ability to remember anything.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah, like it has really, really crazy side effects. Like my livers can fail anytime.
Holy shit.
And my emotions spiked as if I was pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah.
But your skin is clear though, right?
Yes.
All right, that's all that matters. Fuck it.
I went to senior prom with clear skin. All right.
Did you get laid though?
No. No, I did not.
So I guess it wasn't worth it.
The girl.
Oh wait, hold on. Maybe you did and you just don't remember it.
Oh, maybe I. Shit, maybe.
Wait, that has roofie implications right there. I don't know if that's the right message. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Well, like I was forgetting names and shit, man. It was a bad time. Yeah, and this was my so I was very like to myself, and so I was very to myself, and I kept to myself, and then I was help running the original WTW.
Okay.
And then I randomly get a tweet. Someone tweets at me, and I'm like, "All right, what's going on?" And it's like, TXW assigned the fruit and the fresh. I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. And then there was a whole like debacle that I talked shit on everybody, which I didn't defend myself because I simply couldn't remember.
Oh man.
And if the only thing I can remember now, all right. I the one time I ever talked shit on Ace Whistler, I got so guilty I went and told him everything I said, and I apologized and never did it again, and never did do it again.
Man of your word, awesome.
And my word, I have not done it. And then it's like you talk shit on Jordan, I'm like that never happened. And so
you talking about Jordan Ashby, right?
Yeah, Jordan. She's a cool. She's a cool girl.
She seems cool. I don't know how anybody can talk shit about her. Like,
no, I didn't have anything bad to say about her.
Even the pure fact that she worships the devil, I'm like, hey, right on.
Wait,
I'm a Christian,
really?
But I don't give a shit. It's all good.
Oh, she does. That's interesting.
It's whatever.
But she was talking to me before, and she was like, I see some proof here, and I said, I honestly don't remember. And then I remembered what happened. So, like, a year later. So, what had happened was the leader of CC was telling me things that Everett Creed and Chancellor did not say to get a rise out of me. And I imagine I was on pill, like the pills stuff.
Yeah.
So I reacted horribly. And I think they might have used that, but I don't have a confirmation for that because I don't remember saying anything bad about either of them. And this all happened because the person who wanted me to delete the Not channel, I exposed him. So,
exposed.
Yeah. And the worst thing was I was just off editing all day, and they got into a fight. They had like an argument with Desmond that day, and then they decided to attack me instead. I was very confused. And that, so I was kind of like, this was probably like the best day of my life in a way.
Okay.
Let me tell you, because I managed to control my extreme emotions that day and just rub it off, and I was like, all right, whatever. And because of that, I have a lot of control over my regular emotions now, which is cool. It's cool.
You're like the MCU Hulk right now. You can control your transformation and shit whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, man, that guy is awesome. But so back to the Ka thing, where so I kind of like I disappeared for like a little bit because I had some stuff to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was gone from February to August, I believe. So I had some like real life stuff I had to fix. So I was like, I'm gonna go fix that, and I fixed it. So we're here. That's why we're here today.
Okay.
But so I came back, and then Frisco was like, "Hey man, you want back in Nah?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" I said,
"You want back in Nah? Yeah."
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, all the people who bullied you are still here, but they're probably gonna be gone soon, so don't worry." And I said, "All right."
Oh damn. Okay.
So I was back in Nah when Viewer's Choice came out. No,
that was around the time I was doing commentary and shit, huh?
Yeah, probably maybe like past that. My timeline is even fucked up because this is where I don't remember shit.
My memory sucks too. You're not alone here.
Yeah. So and then that happened, and I was in Iron Frontier, and I put Brian Amir over because I'm a good guy. And now we're in 2K17, where I started the first league of 2K17. Ha! Not anymore though. We have a bunch of cool leagues now, so that's how I'm here. That's a long explanation of why I'm here.
Right. Oh, awesome. So, yeah, besides that, you're a huge WWE fan, of course, and you're into anime and stuff like that. Now, when it comes down to anime, what is, like, the big shows that you're really into? Because, like, with me, I'm into, like, stuff like Dragon Ball Z, of course. That's, like, the basic bitch of anime where, like, oh, yeah, I like Dragon Ball. You just, like, I like wrestling. I like John Cena. That type of bullshit. But, I watch stuff like Big O, Blood Plus, stuff like that. But, Inuyasha. But what are you into?
I'm not really into the main animes really.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite anime is it's called Chunibyo, and it's the girl who's on all my profile pictures.
Okay.
The girl with the eye patch, because I just like it. It's very innocent and very.
What's
calming.
innocent about an eye patch?
It's because she believes that she's some sort of like wicked god, but she's not. It's basically her just role playing through high school, and she's trying, and like her boyfriend's like. It's this shit, and they just deal with it, man.
Okay.
I like simple shit.
And very secure with your masculinity to have a female as your picture and stuff like that. Sometimes that sends off the wrong message, especially in this community where people may have certain thoughts. I don't. I just know how some people think.
Like, yeah. I'm not gay, and Zaguri.
If you are, then you are. It's whatever, but. You're not. That's fine too. You don't have to be gay. It's okay either way. But
it's alright. You can be whatever you want to be, but it's fine. I'm just very secure of who I am.
You can fuck a cactus all you want. Like, who am I to judge?
You can fuck. All right, I'd be concerned if you did that.
I don't know, man. Whatever floats your boat.
I'd be like, man, that's gonna hurt you, and I'm not gonna clean your wound or anything. That's between you and the cactus.
Especially around there, right? Oh, anyway.
Oh God.
Right in the butthole, like.
Oh wait, hole.
Wait, were you expecting the other way around? What?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I figured if you fuck a cactus, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be up the butthole. I don't think it's gonna be anywhere else.
Well, when you meet someone who does it, let me know what they did, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm curious now.
I do have a friend that once hit on a cactus when she was drunk, but yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Awesome.
You know who you are, girl. Anyway. So, I'm a dick. Anyway, besides that, alright, so that's all the anime you're into?
I'm into, like, a lot of shit, but I'm not really... it's a lot of, like, Japanese words and shit like that. Like, the anime Erased was kind of cool, but the ending was shit. Fuck you, Erased. Your Scooby-Doo shit ending was not for me.
What was it? Fucking old man, fucking Wigglesby, the janitor and shit. Or?
No, they like had like an elaborate Scooby Doo plot to like catch the murderer, and I was like, oh, great! This took 0 to 100, man. Now I'm back to 0. I like Toradora. That's a cool anime, and I have a big list. School is kind of distracting me because I'm a very studious college student. Mm-hmm. Straight A's and B's, bitches.
What up?
Yeah, I have a college student, so I haven't watched in a while, but I'm in the middle of one called, it's like Nisekoi or something like that. It's kind of nice. I
had an unfortunate situation where I got into Death Note like a week or two before it left Netflix. I was like, son of a bitch! I was just a little pissed off by that, but I'm pretty sure the movie's coming out, and then I can always get Crunchyroll or whatever the fuck, but Crunchyroll, I don't think it's something where it's like I'm willing to pay for it because there's only like a handful of shows that I'm really into. Like, I'll watch probably One Punch Man or some shit like that, but like that's.
You want to know the thing about Crunchyroll that you don't know?
What's that?
If you pay for it, the list gets longer.
Really?
There are things you cannot see because you don't have a membership.
Wait, so you could watch Crunchyroll without a membership?
You could. You'll get commercials though.
Oh shit! I didn't even fucking know that. Look at that. All right.
Yeah, man.
Right on. All right, so yeah, all right, now WWE, are you really fully like caught up? Do you watch every week or anything like that, or you just watch every once in a while?
I watch Raw to see like Trainwreck Raw. I watch SmackDown because I don't care what people say. I like Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wait, who doesn't?
I don't know. There's always someone complaining on my timeline.
There's always that one person that thinks they're above everything, where it's like, everybody's like, I love this. Like, it was all right because my standards are better than your standards. I know good stuff, so when I say it's good, it's way better than you thought because I have a better fucking whatever the fuck.
Who's I know this is to come out way after, but who's your pick for Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank, actually, yeah, that's right. It's this weekend, but of the time of recording. But yeah, right now, long shot. I want Dolph Ziggler to win it because I feel like last year, the whole IC belt versus career thing, that was a really good match, and then after that, just went straight downhill. Nothing happened. That heel turn he did was shit because it wasn't like a complete 180 with his character. He's still, I'm here to show the world, and I think that needs to change, and I think the Money in the Bank might change that. So, fingers crossed. I don't think Kevin Owens needs it. I don't think AJ Styles needs it. Maybe Nakamura because he does need to do something after this. It's just I think he needs a manager to handle his promos though, because the whole learning not learning, but the not so great at English thing is not gonna like last long with fans and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The what? You know that bullshit. But yeah. So Sami Zayn maybe, but then I feel like if Sami Zayn wins it, he's probably gonna lose afterwards.
Maybe.
So, I don't know, but it's whatever. But yeah, I think right now either Baron Corbin or Dolph Ziggler.
All right. That's fair. That's fair.
What
I have the Dutch of professional wrestling, Sami Zayn.
You think Dutch is Sami Zayn, really?
In my heart, he is Sami Zayn.
Is he the underdog face? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I always thought he was a heel, so he just doesn't give a fuck. That's why.
Hey man, he can punch people, and I'll cheer for him. I think he should be. He should win the Money in the Bank this year.
I don't think who Dutch.
Yep.
I don't think Dutch has really good history with Money in the Bank.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, what was it? Fucking 2013 or 2012 with the with Cyber Fam Day. He's supposed to win Money in the Bank, and then it got stolen by Merc and all that shit. And then no resolution after that. He's just like, oh well, live to fight another day. No harm, no foul.
Hey man, whatever happens, man.
Plot holes exist for a reason, I guess.
Shit changes, boy.
Yeah, right. And fans' memory it probably just fucking refreshed a lot of people's memory. Like, holy shit, that's right.
Oh my gosh, that happened.
My mind is balloon, but yeah. So that's what's up. But now when it comes down to the women's Money in the Bank, who do you think should win? Or do you even care?
Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky Lynch. Yeah,
because she's hot.
Well, that's very.
No reason. She's just very.
That's not a misogynistic way of thinking,
Hey man. I'm an anime girl. I don't care what people say.
I guess. But a lot of beautiful women are in that match, though.
Yes, I agree.
Right. Even Tamina, you ever get a good look at Tamina's eyes? Like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
I can get with a chick like Tamina. She can fight my battles for me and shit, yo. Some dudes talking shit like, fuck you. I'm like, what? Tamina, get his ass.
Get you a Tamina, boy.
Yeah, exactly, man. Fucking what? Anyway, the only thing I'll be worried about is bedtime and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like can I get a blanket? Nah, it's my blanket. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Super kick in
You
the
know
middle of
what
the
I'm
night.
saying? Exactly. In her sleep. Bam! Right there.
Damn.
But, anyway, so I don't know, with the women's money in the bank, I don't think Charlotte needs it. I think I might have to agree with you on Becky, or what's her fucking face?
What about Carmella?
Carmella. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, I didn't want to call her the cockeyed one and shit, but it's just,
Well,
mind you, I think
it's out there now.
I think her eyes are very adorable like that way. It's very Alicia Keys-ish, because like Alicia Keys has the same little thing, and it's adorable. I don't give a shit. But anyway, imperfections are beautiful, okay, people? On boys and girls. I'm not just talking about one sex that's exempt from fucking having imperfections. But anyway, so, and I'm straight, okay? Just don't get the fucking angry.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm a man. But anyway, yeah,
right.
so... fuck that. Anyway, so besides that, I think right now, it's a good time to get into the whole questionnaire thing, where the viewers will send in questions via Twitter. And, now, I apologize, because it's the first one I want to get out of the way before I fucking forget. I apologize to the person that asked it. Peyton reminded me before we recorded. I don't know who the fuck asked it, so I couldn't find it. But who is your waifu on anime, I guess?
Rika Takanashi.
Who the fuck is that?
The girl in my profile picture.
Oh. See, I told you my memory sucks. See? I fucking complete ass.
Yes, it's alright.
Alright, any reason, like, just besides what you already said?
It's it's a cool character, and
Is
it's
it
not
an
like
eye patch thing? Is it,
Yeah, sure, man, sure.
Hey, you never know, man.
Innocence is cool. Innocence is cool, man.
It's the Nick Fury thing, or or what's that chick from Kill Bill? The fucking whatever.
Yes, my Nick Fury fetish, absolutely.
Exactly, man. Have her call you motherfucker every once in a while and shit.
Absolutely.
Alright, so this one's from Joey Turner at Joey Turner CC, member of the catering crew, of course. Fuck the catering crew. Wow, that's fucking weird. Custodian crew for life. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion to that: get back and get your mop, bitch. Go get it.
Go get your mop.
I love you, Joey, but you need to learn that catering crew is top dog. All right.
Is there a story behind this? Is this a reason why he's not in catering crew anymore?
No, he is. He's just being a smart mouth.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
He's a little jokester. He's my favorite though.
Now this one's from Elijah at Anarchimus, another member of the catering crew. As a matter of fact, let me put that on pause. For those that don't know, what is the catering crew?
What is the catering crew?
Yes.
All right. So I want you to think of all of Ka.
Okay.
All right. There is nowhere in Ka where their influence isn't.
Ooh, they're like the Court of Owls in Gotham and shit, right?
Sure.
You have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking
about.
about.
I just wanted to make sure. All right, so it's like the Freemasons and stuff like that, right? Pretty much.
If you would like to call us that.
The skull and crossbones, the fucking that shit from The Simpsons, whatever. But anyway, so so that's all you want to elaborate. You don't want to elaborate any further, or?
I don't think it's safe for me to elaborate any further.
If I know, you might have to kill me. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right, now this one's from Anarchimus. Thoughts on RP and COD, the role-playing community?
Oh. Okay, so I did a paper on COD, including role players. I got an A on that paper, by the way.
What's the paper for? For school? What?
Anthropology.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I, in a way, understand, because it was explained to me that they use characters and models for to further their characters, but the whole I don't mind them. I kind of like a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with any of them. But there's been some weird stuff over the years that I'm like, you don't do that again, please.
My thing with the RP, and it's not necessarily just with RP, I think it's with all of COD too, that unless you're like a monster heel and shit, I don't see anybody really butt ugly in the community, especially with RP. Like, I've seen a lot of divas, but I've never seen a really fucked up looking diva. Like, I want to see like some chick that, like, with a big ass hook nose, fucking
Jen Morano.
What?
Nothing.
Wow. All right. So, I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She's gonna fuck you up. But anyway, yeah, like a big ass fucking witch wart, like the little hair growing out of it, something like that. I want to see an ugly ass motherfucker that's a baby face. I want to see like a Mankind in the COD community. You know what I'm saying? Like an ugly motherfucker that gets cheered and does nice things. A Quasimodo per se.
I totally understand and agree with you.
Yeah, because like I'm not saying that I'm a good looking person or anything. I'm okay. It's whatever. I'm not gonna have a big head about it. But I use my face on my car, and that's it. People may like it, people don't. That's their prerogative. But when it comes down to a lot of people, especially RP, they tend to RP someone that's like an Instagram model or an actress or whatever. And I'm just like, why can't you RP some chick that works at fucking Dunkin' Donuts? You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
hey.
Like, hey man, fucking, you want to get a croissant sandwich? That's 2 for $5 special or some shit. I don't fucking know. But, something like that where, if I was an RP, I'd RP as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just like, signing autographs and shit, whatever the fuck.
Wow.
But
that's great. That's great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna act like I'm fucking, I don't know, Jude Law or whoever the fuck. But
yeah.
But that's whatever. But anyway, Striggs Striggs X when he's booked, which is a real name. At COD Strix. 2 questions, okay. Thoughts on how WTW is doing? Let's just answer that. Yeah.
You want me to answer that separately?
Yeah.
Okay, so I honestly don't want WTW to be a league that has like 4,000 subscribers and everyone's like, oh, it's the craziest shit ever. What I'm trying to do for WTW in general, I think it's doing well.
Okay.
For more than I thought. I thought I get maybe 30 views a video, but that's not happening. So so what the whole premise of the league is to build characters for 2K18 leagues, because if everyone keeps their word, a lot of people are leaving this year.
Wow.
And I don't want a league leader to be scratching their head like, oh, I don't know what to do now.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh wait, there's Big Bronson. He was a cool world champion. Or there's Desmond Cruz. He's a cool hardcore champion. Like if you need somebody in the future and you're stressing about it, I got your back.
Right.
That's all. That's literally the entire premise of it. Like, it's just me helping out, giving back, because for years I've just taken with like storylines and shit like that. But I just want I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna help people out. That's basically it.
But it was, it's a good thing. I think when it comes down to this community, I feel like there's a lot of people that stab each other in the back, and I feel it should be more of, hey, let's help each other out. That's what the meaning of a community is. Everybody comes together, not just some factions that have something in common. That's just fucking weird, and it's fucking lame. It's not fucking fun. I mean, I like helping people out. A lot of people ask me to do commentary for their shows. If I have the time, I'll fucking do it, and that's the best I can do. But like, I'm not gonna go and say, oh, fuck this show, fuck that show, just because it's not my show, or fuck this person's COD because it's not my COD. That's just, why? Why would you want to do that? Like I said, do unto others as you want to be treated. I mean, come on, fuck. But the second question from Shiggs is your thoughts on how I'm sorry, my bad. That what is do you ever have had to change plans during its time? Like when you're in WCW, have you ever had to change plans in there? Like anything that you had to do a complete 180 on?
Like a storyline?
I guess so. That's what.
All the time. So
great.
Do you want examples or something like that?
If you want to do it, then go ahead and do it. If not, go to the next person.
So an example. All right. So the only thing that's really stayed the same is the women's title picture. I just changed around some names. That's about it.
Yas Queen.
Yas Queen. But the whole, like, I think the Legacy title was a pain. Because DRS was supposed to be the first champion via being a fuckboy, cheating. And
I've been called that a lot of times, and I have no idea what the fuck a fuckboy means. I'm old.
I don't know either, to be honest with you. I've never been called it though. So,
Right. It's like fleek. What the fuck is fleek?
I guess it means like on fleek means it just looks good.
Yeah, but why fleek? Fleek is the same amount of syllables as good.
I don't know. People are weird, man.
Okay.
But so that was supposed to happen. The DRS is like, "Oh, I'm out of here, guys," and I was like, "Fuck, all right, Ryan, you're just taking it, man." And he's like, "Sweet, bro, I'll take that shit." And that was happened. The hardcore title was also a nightmare. Because I think the original. Alright, so right now, if you watch it, I don't know if you watch it or not, but if not, I'll explain it to you.
Go ahead. Just for those that don't
the
know.
cabinet is feuding with Desmond.
Okay.
The cabinet. They're very like they're conniving, doing whatever they can to get into the hardcore title match and take it away from him.
Okay.
So that originally was supposed to be Sabin and Radical, but Sabin went and joined the Brotherhood and left Radical kind of high and dry. So I was like, sorry, Radical. And then he originally came. It was I'm sorry. It's me and him. We've had such weird stuff happening this league together. I still like him, but we have some weird stuff happen together.
He's a likable person, but shit happens.
Shit happens. World title thing has stayed the same, and women's title stayed the same. Those are the two easiest divisions for me right now.
Okay. Well, whatever's easier, relieves the stress and shit like that.
Yeah.
But now the next question is from it's two questions instead of two questions from LF 2 matches left at Lance Frisco. Woohoo!
Wow.
One, who's your favorite Cater Crew member?
My favorite catering crew. All right, so I've thought about this, and I'm gonna say Norm.
Ooh, shout out to Norm.
Because he's my tag team partner. Because ever since we've debuted, like, oh, we're a thing now, people were like in my DMs like, can you and Norm fight people? And I was like, sure, dude. Got you, man. But yeah, I like them all equally, but Norm, I'm gonna pick Norm because he's my tag team partner.
All right, cool. And then
he's my dad.
Aww.
Yeah.
So, quick question, besides what Frisco asked, but how's his butt? Is it all healed up?
I haven't. I'm a son. I don't look there, sir.
I'm just saying, you could have went by the word of the man himself. You don't have to check yourself, but
he's told me that ladies love it.
Okay.
And wrestlers hate it when he comes flying at them with it.
Hey, listen, I'm secure with my masculinity. That's why I had to ask it. You know what I'm saying? Because,
yeah, I feel you. I feel you, sir.
So sitting down is a luxury that we all tend to forget we have until we lose it. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, second question from Frisco is your thoughts on how you left starting a league. What? How you felt? I'm sorry. Your thoughts on how you felt starting a league and a few months ago compared to now. So like from when you started to now. Anything has changed?
Oh, yes. So Frisco can be like a witness to this happening, and I'm sure you can too in some ways too, because you have a league too.
Yes.
I started the league really nice and like understanding, and then wanted to give everyone a chance, and I'm kind of jaded now.
Okay.
Because I'm like, all right, that guy fucked up, that guy missed the deadline, so I'm just kind of like, if someone comes to me with like a really passionate speech of why they want to join WTW, it falls on deaf ears, and I'm just like, but not all the time.
You're like, I heard that before. Yeah, that's.
I've heard that before. But if someone comes to me like, what's it called? I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
So Paris Joyce joined fairly early. Fairly early. Shout out. And she said, "Oh, I just really want to showcase myself." And she wasn't like, "I want to help the league." She was just like, "I just really think I can show my character on it." She was straight up, "I want to show myself," and I was like, "All right, well, that's truthful, so yeah. I'll take it." And she wasn't like she didn't say like some people say like, "Oh, I'm owed this," and she didn't say that, which I respected.
Well, yeah, as long as you're like 100% with your intentions on joining the clan, don't go and say, "Hey, I want to help. I want to give my blood, sweat, and tears to it," and then not do a goddamn thing. Yeah, that's something where it's like, come on, man. Like, shut up. But if she's like real with it, she just want to showcase her shit. You just gotta respect it. Yeah.
And I said, I don't have anything for you now, but I will let you know. And now she's the main heel in the women's division. So I guess it worked out for her. So that's
All right. So now this question here is from Norm6, your tag team partner, Speed Force Norm.
Yes.
Now, let's see here. Who should be the real Project Wrestling champion?
All right. Do you know what that is?
No, I do not.
All right. So we're doing a tournament thing with Future and WTW to crown a cross-brand champion.
And I wasn't invited. This is some bullshit.
You gotta be in the leagues, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. If you were in the leagues, man, I would have picked you. We had to pick teams.
Oh.
And this here's the thing. I know who's winning it. I'm not gonna spoil who. But
it's BH, isn't it? It's fucking
BH.
BH.
BH is gonna come buy the title from me. And I'm like, all right, man.
Yes, I'm the champion.
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's gonna pay me in masks because he has tons of those. But so all right. So here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I picked the final person, and Shocks picked his final person.
Okay.
And one of them is winning.
Well, obviously.
And I personally think the other one who's not winning, should be Project Wrestling champion.
It's not necessarily the one that you picked. It could have been the other person. So
it could be either or.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't want to seem like, oh yeah. Well, if it's the one he picked, it's obviously the one he picked that he wants to win. No, don't fucking say that.
Yeah,
we just want to make sure it could be anybody.
To be honest, Shocks poached a lot of my picks, so that's the thing. So that's another thing. It could be one of my guys, but he just stole it. So that's it. That's who I think, and it's nothing bad on the person who's actually winning it. It's just with some time and thinking, I was thinking like, who could benefit the most.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with who is on whose team.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's it.
All right. So now Harry call me Harry 99. Do you have a boner at the moment?
Right now?
I guess so.
No.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
No, I don't.
I really wanted to ask your boner a couple of questions, you know.
Like, well, he's an interesting fellow, man.
Yeah, right. It's just a little controversial. That's all. All right, so he's always hard about shit, you know. All right, and then the second question, from Harry. Do you have to answer that question if you want to be in the podcast? All right, so that wasn't really a question. All right, I need to do more fucking rehearsals. My bad.
Yes.
So anyway, Danny Big Boy Herbert at Derposaurus. Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, one gimmick that you wish you had come up with. Yeah.
One gimmick I wish I.
Yeah, come up with. Yeah.
All right, so here it is. This is kind of like a weird answer to the question.
Okay.
But years ago, I attempted a broken gimmick before Matt Hardy.
Ah, yes!
I like Matt Hardy. He probably did a better way that I could do it. But I didn't do it correctly, and I wish I thought of it like he did it.
As methodically as he did, yeah.
Yeah, like going over the top. I was just trying to be like a grungy motherfucker, and he's actually, like, he's funny, and I like him.
Is it like when AJ Styles turned heel in TNA?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little.
That's sort of like a broken thing too, because he didn't do that much high flying and all that stuff. Yeah.
It was like
it
didn't translate really that well, unless because my character just seemed a little bit more bitter, but that was about it. Yeah, that's basically it.
That's it. Any other gimmicks or anything like that?
No, I'm not. My gimmick is now that I have a hard on for the sun, sir. You think I'm a professional? Because I'm not.
All right. That's all.
I get lucky.
All right. So now this one is from how do you fucking pronounce that? Oh, Unhindered at Don the Harloway, Mr. Six, right? How do you feel about being called Ellsworth? Do people call you Ellsworth?
Nasha did one time, and then everyone did it for like 2 months, and then they stopped doing it.
Oh man, do you have a chin or?
No, it was in 14. We had the same hair.
Oh god.
But mine was cooler.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, man.
I've seen Ellsworth's hair, man. I don't know. It's just.
I had the little blonde, little middle, and brown sides, and Nacho. I saw it before anyone else, and I didn't say anything, and Nacho grabbed me out.
Wow.
I was hurt. Yep. But at least people are calling me something, Mr. Six.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Shout out to OTP that keeps putting those fucking 6 pictures and shit. Keep it alive, man. Anyway, so now, Julio Arroyo at Julio Arroyo. I can't even pronounce all that shit. Anyway, why is Speed Force Norm your father? Now, here's the thing, right? Let me answer this. When a man and a woman fall in love, right? There's a certain thing called sexual intercourse. No, go ahead, answer the question.
Oh, alright, so Norm is my father because, same thing, so a man and a woman
Or bird to be. Yeah.
Hugged for a long time. They hugged for a very long time.
Sometimes on top of each other, sometimes against the wall, sometimes on a washing machine. You know.
Yeah, and my mother, who it's not in the lore yet, we don't know who that is.
Okay.
And they're
so
like...
it's like the reverse birth of Jesus, huh?
A little bit. So we...
How did that birth happen? Did he shit you out, or was there a C-section? What?
So we have the mom there, but her face is blurred out because we haven't picked yet.
Okay. Okay. It's like a Cartman thing. Gotcha. A
little bit. Okay. So they had the baby, and then like this anime kid popped out, and they were both really confused because neither of them are that nationality. So they're like, "Oh, whatever." But
did someone get punched in the face?
I guess, man.
You fucking traitor!
Oh, all right. Yeah, but yeah, that's what happened.
Were you on the Maury show as a kid, or what?
We went on the what's it called? The baby is the baby yours show. We went on that, and Norm's
the baby daddy.
The baby daddy, and Norm's like, "Is this baby mine?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And it's like, well, I guess it's a recessive gene. I don't know how genes work.
So no one had to run to the back and then fall on the floor, show the ass crack and shit.
Nope. Awesome. Nope. Maybe Norm might have did. That might be the day he discovered how dangerous his ass is. I think he broke some things running backwards.
Running backwards, that's just fucking sight.
Yeah.
Just running up the stairs backwards, like, ah! But, TJ Rave X Tron at TJ Rave 2K. Do you like Rave?
Alright, so, does he... I asked you this before. Does he mean like his character, or do I like to go to raves?
You know what? One for each.
I don't know, sir. I don't know your character. But that's a very creative name. And...
It's like a DJ Rave, but it's TJ Rave.
So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say I like you anyway. Have I been to a rave? One time I went to a rave, and a guy tried to give me ecstasy gum, and I was like, "Get away from me!"
There's an ecstasy gum?
He tried. I don't know, man. He didn't say it was ecstasy gum.
So what? You just fucking assumed it?
No, I knew. I saw the way he was moving around.
Oh, okay.
And he was like.
You could have just taken some coke and then chewed gum. You never know.
Yeah. And then a woman, I think I was 16 when I went to a rave. I snuck in. And this woman who was around like 23 started to flirt with me. And I was like, I'm getting out of here. This is illegal.
You were such a good kid. I swear to fucking God. I would have taken... I dated a lot of older women. So, I remember I was, 17? I dated a 30-year-old. And shit like that, so...
Wow.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But, I like a person that calls me on that bullshit, knows exactly what they want, and don't play games.
Yeah, well, she was, up in my business, and then she's like, "Can you hold my drink for me?" And she's like, "You want me to buy you a drink?" And I said, "No." So she proceeded to...
She wanted to buy you a drink, and you said, "Oh my God, you're such Where's your halo, goddammit?"
She kissed me on the cheek, too. And
then cheek? What?
And then I was looking at a guy who I presumed who was kind of really close to her, and I presumed it was her boyfriend because he asked me what my age was right then and there. And I said 18. And he's like, "Bullshit." I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "All right, man. I'm 15."
Yeah, 18 is just the go-to answer whenever you lie about your age and shit. You always gotta go for an odd number. If you're going for I shouldn't be fucking saying this, but if you're paying off as 21, say you're 22. Don't say you're 21 because that's the obvious fucking lie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Say if you want to be 18, don't say you're 18. Say you're 19.
Say you're 19. Well, I'm 19 now, so I won't be lying.
Yeah, there you go. But don't fucking lie, kids. Don't say that I told you to fucking lie. Because
lying's wrong. It's wrong.
Yes, and snitches get stitches, motherfucker. All right. But anyway, so now this is my favorite question here. So Gender Crust at Mexi FTW. Fuck, Marry, Kill, Divorce. Call only. So this is the call version of Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we're gonna add divorce to it because that's what the fuck he said. Anyway, so now we already discussed this before the interview. So we had a list of people there. Now, just to refresh everybody, I want you to name who you picked for each list. Now we're gonna go in two different categories. We're gonna go with females, actual females that play as divas, and we're gonna go with males playing as divas. So now let's go with males playing as divas first.
Okay. Was I supposed to write them down because I don't remember?
All right. So you put Cake.
Yes.
Yeah, Cake sounds good right now.
It does.
And or Cake Pops. Yeah, you ever had a Cake Pop? Anyway,
yeah, I love it.
So I think I'm high right now. I'm like having munchies and shit. All right, Hannah.
Maybe it's just because you're with me and I sound high, so maybe you're getting.
It's
high.
Contagious. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so
yeah.
Cake, Hannah, Katya, and Angel Warren.
All right, let's do this. All right, I would marry.
Oh,
Cake.
please don't fucking get offended. All right, it's just a game. It's a gun to the head. No one is really wanting to kill you or fuck you. Maybe to fuck you, but not killing. Come on.
But just saying right now, if you're offended, my DMs are open. But so I would. It's a tie between Cake and Hannah for Mary, but I'm gonna give it to Cake because that whole senpai thing.
And then also, her name is Cake. Who doesn't like cake?
Who doesn't like cake?
In all sense of the word, you know.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to spend the night with Hannah, and we'll probably like just talk about comic books or some shit like that all night. But we'll have a fun time.
You just talk about like New 52 and all new Marvel. That's not how I sound. I just want to mock it. All right, relax.
I would kill Katya because I'm pretty sure she killed Aiden Ali because he's been silent for some time, and I'm very suspicious. I've tweeted at her and she didn't respond.
Ali shall be avenged.
Hey man, Ali, get your ass back here. And then I think I would divorce Angel because I like to make fun of her, and I know she'll get triggered. So yeah, divorced girl. All right.
Would you keep the last name Warren though in divorce? Would it be like Payton Solaire Warren?
Well, technically my character doesn't have a last name, so she should become Angel. Yeah.
Okay. So what the fuck is Solaire? Why the fuck you just put that there if you don't technically have a last name?
Online games demand. Oh, it's because Peyton is not available. I tweeted at the guy named Peyton like 4 times, like, "Hey man, give me your ad." He's like, "Fuck you, man." I'll pay. I'm like, "Hey man, I'll pay you $5," and he's just like, "Fuck you, man." I'm like, "All right, man, whatever."
Me and my 50 followers need this fucking name.
He's not even active, man. Like, he's like, "I've had this for 8 years, man. I don't care. I need it now."
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the whole female thing. The actual girl gamers of this community.
I actually don't remember.
Fuck, marry, kill, divorce. I'll remind you. All right, so now because I wrote it down.
Haha, I should know that.
Right. Anyway, so you got Jordan Ashba.
Yes.
Is she fuck, marry, kill, divorce?
Let's go with Mary, because I think she's a cool girl.
Okay.
And we can have like a marriage where she can date all the Asian guys she wants, and she just buys me comic books, and I'll be like, all right, or anime, whatever she wants to buy me.
Okay. Yeah. So one of those relationships, awesome.
Yeah, man. Friendship.
All right, now brown sugar candy. Fuck, marry, kill, or divorce. Well, fuck, kill, or divorce.
I guess I would do the
gun to your
part.
fucking head. Gun to your fucking head. Fuck, kill, or divorce.
I guess fuck, man, because she's really sweet, and she's
like
always
candy.
She's like candy, and she was always talking about like how one day she's like, "I'm gonna teach you about stuff like that," but not today. And I was like, "All right, cool."
Hey, Candy, he's legal now. He's 19 years old. I mean, class should be in session. You know what I'm saying? But fuck, I'm gonna die soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble too. Don't worry.
All right, so now Kayla, of course, SVR Sugar. Would you divorce or kill?
I think I would kill because I don't know her very well, so I wouldn't feel bad.
She is a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart. Oh, I'm sorry.
She is a sweetheart. Darn it!
All right. What's the softest way, like most gentle way you can kill somebody?
Old age.
All right, I will stay around her till old age, and then I was like, all right, see you around. We'll stick it out.
Probably going to her sleep and shit, all
Yeah.
graceful. Let's see here. And then the last one, I guess, is divorce, which would be Megan Starr. Shout out to Megan Starr. Now, that was one of the questions from Lance Frisco. Why did you and Megan have a falling out?
Ooh.
Now, if there's going to be anything bad saying, I have nothing to do with it. Please do not kill me. Please.
No, that's nothing bad.
I have plenty to live for. I'm going to be going into space on the Mars program in about 10 years. I actually signed up for that, so yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
In 5 years, I got to do physicals, see if I'm actually going to be eligible to do it. But yeah,
Well, I hope you get it, man.
I hope I don't. I kind of regret
You don't want
it now.
to. You don't want to go to Mars and meet Martians.
I have family, man. Like fucking shit.
Aren't like the Transformers on Mars, or is that the moon?
Shit, I don't know.
No, they're on Mars. Yo, there's a movie.
They're
on
everywhere
Mars.
now. They're fucking part of the Knights of the Round Table and shit. I thought King Arthur was a myth, but whatever. But anyway,
Wait, he was a Transformer?
That's the new movie. It's fucking weird.
Wow, can't wait to see it.
It's fucking weird, man. I have to see it because it's a tradition. My nephew loves those movies, so like, and his birthday's around the same time, so I take him to go check it out and shit like that. But yeah. Oh, answer your question. Yeah, do you guys have falling out?
Did we have all right? So when I'm gonna go into some detail to give some context.
Okay.
So the summer of 16 was a very huge time for me.
It's a beautiful morning. Yeah,
I was doing a situation thing that was very important to me. I'm not gonna go into much detail because it's private. But I came back, and I think she was one of the first people who I met when I came back in August. And we were friendly, and we were nice to each other. And I thought she was a pretty swell person.
Awesome.
And as time went on, because I was very emotionally vulnerable, I was very like, oh, someone's nice to me, I'll be friends with them.
Well, that's natural.
That's natural. I just wanted a friend, and I made a lot of new friends when I came back. But
why can't we be friends?
I'm pretty sure I spent the most time with her for like this duration of September to December. And then after that, I'm not going to get much detail what happened because there's shit that happened there. But there was a time when my emotional like trauma from what happened in summer went away. And I realized, to be honest, her personality just wasn't for me.
Okay.
So I did something that was kind of snakish.
Ooh.
And I'm not proud of it, but I have no problem vilifying myself.
Okay. Well, as long as you admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, I admit I was wrong.
Okay. That's not bad.
So what happened was there was, I just was looking. It's just, like, shit was happening left and right. I was getting the silent treatment if I did one thing wrong, and I was getting really annoyed. So there was a time when it just all came to a head, and then she was the women's champion at the time.
Isn't she always the women's champion? She's a fucking badass.
Sure.
Good.
And I think I did something wrong, and I said goodnight rudely one time because I really wasn't feeling well. So I just said, I'm going to bed, goodnight. And so we had a conversation, which that was kind of private, but it got kind of heated because I asked her for a promo and she didn't respond. But she read it, and to me, that's a slap in the face.
Okay.
So we got into an argument, and she said some things, and I said some things, and then things were said. And then I said, you know what? You're giving it to Chanel, but Chanel has it now.
Okay.
You're out. I am done with you. I have no hard feelings towards you, which I still do not. I am indifferent towards you. I wipe my hands clean of you.
Awesome.
And that was that.
All right. Very vague, but you don't want to get into too much detail. Don't want to have anybody upset or anything.
To be honest, like, there is some good moments and some bad moments. But the bad moments started to stack up against the good moments, and there were a lot more bad moments. And I wish there wasn't, but shit happens.
The fact that you have regrets shows that you really cherish the friendship. So it's not like it's something where like, fuck that bitch. No, it's not.
No. I don't. Like, I made a meme yesterday, and I think it upset everybody, or upset her, but it was just for fun.
Well,
it was the whole, like, me and Frisco, like, Frisco had the sledgehammer, and he was like, there's always a plan B.
Oh, wait, that was her in the thing?
So that was, that was
I didn't even recognize it. I thought it was somebody else. Holy shit.
No. But yeah, it just wasn't an environment I didn't want to be in, because I didn't feel, not only did I just didn't feel, like, happy in the situation I was in, and I had this mindset where if someone, especially on the internet, is causing you a lot of distress, you should probably tell them to hit the road.
Right.
And the way what I said was sneaky was I took this opportunity of issues to tell her to hit the road.
And so, like, do you regret that now, or are you sticking with your decision? Oh. All right, so you're sticking with your decision. All right.
I'm very conviction. I don't think she's a horrible person. I don't have any ill will. I was like, oh, she's future women's champion. That's cool. That's cool.
Now, speaking of future, this is coming from another question from Striggs. What is your opinion on Future's women's division? And he thinks they're really cool. I think they're really cool. But what is your opinion?
Well, yesterday kind of outlines that there's something going on there.
Something rotten in the state of Denmark?
Something rotten in the state of Denmark. And what bugs me is I keep asking Chucks, is there a problem? And he says no. And then some shit hits the fan, and I'm like, I thought there was no problem. Oh, fuck that shit, man, there's no problem. And
well, sometimes that's a good attitude to have, man. You don't want to have shit keep you down, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is that we're a team. If there's something wrong, you should tell me.
True.
But, so, as like, does he mean like booked-wise what I think of the women's division?
I guess in every sense of the word. How do you feel about it?
So, I think it needs work.
Okay.
Because the thing is with... Alright, so the only thing I heard about... I don't hear much about it, but I heard a lot about the women's gauntlet match at Matter of Fate.
Uh-huh.
And what I heard the most was Hannah was eliminated first. And that is the most... hold on, look a better word. That is the most idiotic booking decision I've heard in my entire life. Because whoever made that decision needs to stop making decisions.
Is Hannah that badass that she shouldn't lose?
Hannah's... it's not that Hannah's a badass. If you want to make a credible champion, which is something I tried to do, but Hannah's like... Her like game share got lost, and she asked me not to play as her character, and I said I respected that, so that's what happened. If you want your champion to be someone who you can get behind, heel or face, you should have them beat the biggest face if they're the heel in the match, like last.
True. Yeah.
And I believe Hannah is, along with Cake, is one of the best women in the entire community.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. It's okay if you don't have the same opinion.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I personally think what would have been smart would have been to capitalize, since having Megan win, since there was something between them in WCW, and Future and WCW are somewhat linked.
Right.
You could have had some story shit where it was them facing off because Hannah got screwed and got attacked by Chanel on Megan's orders.
Okay.
And I'm really disappointed they didn't capitalize on that.
So from like a storyline standpoint, you feel like it could have been more done.
It could have been
wasted opportunity. And shit
a lot of wasted opportunities, and I don't think Hannah should be treated that way, where she's eliminated first.
Shout out to Hannah. You seem like a cool person. I would love to talk to you.
Real cool person.
Yeah. Now this is also about Future, but of course other leagues too. This is from ya boy Shocks.
Oh no.
Yeah. What do you think about the new up and coming leagues like Valor, Future, WCW, etc.?
Let's start with Valor.
Mm-hmm.
Valor
Shout
is
out
lit.
to Valor. They're doing big things too. So yeah.
Yeah, Valor is lit. Is pretty lit.
Fuck you and using that word. I hate that word.
Bot is my finisher name. Has the word lit in it.
Oh god.
So, at first I was kind of like suspicious because it's like the whole. I thought it was like going to be TXW like 3.0, but it's not that.
Okay.
It's
Is
actually
TXW a bad thing? Like
no, it's not a bad thing. I don't have anything. It's just it's the whole like same people booked and same people pushed, and it's something that people have complained about. I personally didn't have a problem with it because when TXW was in its prime, I didn't know about it because I was very ignorant. I was a child. But I think it's really cool with like the whole like Deep South Championship and
yeah, the Deep South.
it's so deep that Swedish person is the Deep South champion of America. But,
Is he really? What?
yeah, that's Robin's Swedish, I believe.
That's weird.
I think it's
well.
really
Then again, I mean, how many times have we had a U.S. champion in WWE that wasn't from the United States?
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Right. So yeah.
I personally think Valor is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But every time I hear Deep South, though, it reminds me of Little Nicky because that was the ongoing joke in that movie. But yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Little Nicky?
Little Nick, no.
Oh my God! Well, Adam Sandler plays the son of the devil. Fucking shenanigans ensue, shit like that.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Well,
So, yeah,
yeah.
shout out to Valor. They're doing big things and everything. Deep South Championship. Again, you already had your opinion on Future. Was there anything you want to elaborate on that? Anything you want to add on?
it has potential.
Okay.
You just need to point it in the right direction. Like, I'm going to tell you a story.
Uh-huh.
And when I first heard of Future, I was in a party with Shocks and a bunch of people.
Okay.
And this is another name you probably don't know. It's like his name is Shaddy Ortiz.
I've heard that name before. Yeah.
So he wanted in the junior heavyweight tournament, like right then and there, and Shocks was willing to rebook the entire thing right then and there.
No.
And I think that's not good. Because he already had other people set in the position, so I said, Shocks, keep it the same. And he said, all right. But yeah, that was pretty much it, man. That was Future has potential, all potential in the world. But I wish there are some things that miss opportunities, little niches, because I'm very picky.
Okay.
You gotta tap it the right way, and I believe in time, Shocks will tap it the right way.
All right. And of course, WCW, we already established what happened with them and stuff.
Oh, it's the great show ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now this next question is from Mebe Bebe. I
Ooh,
love saying that. Mebe Bebe. Mebe Bebe.
it's my favorite.
At Hidamari bread. Is that
Hidamari.
Hidamari bread? Okay. Yeah. I'm old. Okay.
It's
All
fine.
right, so how ambitious is too ambitious, and the women's division in general? I agree. I don't know why she put that, but okay.
How ambitious is too ambitious?
Yes.
When you're annoying people with it.
That's pretty fucking straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going on Twitter and being annoying, then you're being too ambitious. Stop being like, if you're like, oh, my character's the greatest thing that ever walked the earth.
I can kick your ass. I can kick your ass. I can kick your ass. Yeah. Save that
Yeah.
shit for the show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, like, man, like, please, like, there's a place in a YouTube channel where you can say all of that and be in character. Please don't bother me in my personal Twitter.
Gotcha.
And as for a women's division is probably one of the most trickiest things I've ever had to deal with because there's a lot of opinions and a lot of styles.
Mm-hmm.
And
And let's
think
be real, a lot of ego too, and that goes in general with males also. Males also have a lot of ego too, but then
absolutely.
But I think sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to tell a female, "Hey, slow your fucking roll. Your ego's getting out of check. Getting out of hand." Because like with a guy, I can easily tell a guy, "Hey, chill the fuck out. You're becoming an egomaniac." But I feel like I may be attacking a female if I say that, which it shouldn't happen. I think whatever you say to a man, you can say to a female, but sometimes it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just it's just a very sensitive thing, and you need to. If I would say how do you do a females division, carefully, because what's it called? I really don't want to bag on Future because they are my team.
Future.
They're the future, but so like they've had time. I've seen times where like Shocks, like I've checked on Shocks, and it's like his women's division has walked out on him. and it's like it's a shitty reason, and then maybe as time goes on, he'll learn how to craft that carefully. I think I think it's like decently solid now, but at times it was just like they would all get mad at something and they would all leave, and I was just like, need to pick. It's not how you craft it, like within like your storyline and stuff like that. It's who you pick while crafting it.
Okay.
I personally believe that my current women's division is the easiest division ever because they're very responsible and they're very, very like kind and very flexible for me.
I feel the same way about ME. ME has a good women's division where, like, if you need them to do something, they'll do it. They don't mind losing matches as long as it makes sense. Shit like that.
Yeah, that's in the contract. When you come into WTW, I say one thing to you. You will win and lose when I tell you to, okay? And they're like, yeah, there was a time when I had to convince Hannah Bradley to win. And it was hilarious. I never had to do that before. She's like, why should I win? And I was like, all right, Hannah, let's sit down.
The reason why the fact that you asked it is the reason why you should win.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel, because like if you like are against winning, then you know what, you fucking deserve it. Because some people just like, oh, I want to win every single fucking match because I'm the baddest bitch in this motherfucker, yada yada yada. And it's like that rubs me the wrong way sometimes. Because it's like, I don't even fucking know you. Yeah, you want to be champion right off the fucking bat. It's like, come on, man. But you know.
I have a question to ask you as a leader.
Go ahead.
When someone comes into your DMs and is like, I emoji, insert champion's name here, does that bug you? Because it bugs me.
Sometimes. I don't know. It all depends on the situation. Like, I feel, I don't know, man. Like, I like the fact that someone's passionate about, you know, where they should be or where they're going to be or where they're at. But it's also a thing where it comes off a little bit obnoxious because, again, you know, especially when it comes down to this community, a lot of people like to have a big head about themselves. Mm-hmm. Where like, oh yeah, I'm the best, I'm da-da-da, fucking all you bitches line up to kiss the tip of my dick, you know, that type of bullshit. Yep. But in reality, what I do, what you do is the same thing as what Eamon Drake does, or the same thing that fucking Lance Frisco does, or whatever the fuck. We all just sit in front of a screen and play a fucking video game. We all just sit in front of a screen and edit a match, or edit a show, or upload on YouTube. We all do the same exact shit. It's just some of us are lucky when it comes to fucking getting views and subs.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just...
It's a roll of the dice, I feel, because let's say, for example, I put up a show, I can get maybe 1,000 views, maybe 2,000 views, whoever, right? And then FAM, on the other hand, can go and upload a show with the same quality and get like fucking 100,000. And that's just me under-exaggerating, because right now, Royal Rumble's like damn near 400,000, which is fucking mind-blowing, right?
Congrats.
So, yeah, right? Mazel tov. But fucking, so like it's. And I'm not saying it's just like lucky you could go and upload a video of you sneezing and get like 1 million views. No, I'm saying it's just like sometimes work is hard work is involved in it, but there's some people that work really hard in their videos and only get maybe 50 views.
True.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. So like everybody's pretty much the same thing. So don't treat anybody like they're a fucking deity, or don't treat anybody like they're fucking less than shit, because we all do the same exact fucking thing.
We all do the same thing. It's just real. I think my pet peeve with it is because like I have storylines in place, and someone's like, "Hey, is Desmond Cruz doing anything?" I'm like, "Yes," and then I get bummed out.
Did Desmond Cruz ask that question?
They've actually, like, I think out of all the champions they've asked for Desmond Cruz the most.
Well, Desmond's awesome. Yeah, he has a cool look.
He's the hardcore champion.
He's badass, man. He rides a bike.
He rides a bike with his blue-haired girlfriend on the back.
Hey, who else got a fucking blue-haired girlfriend? You know who has a blue-haired girlfriend? Fucking Vegeta, and he's a fucking badass. So there you fucking go.
So are we saying that Desmond is Vegeta?
No, I'm Vegeta, but still, the point
what?
I'm trying to make. All right, the point I'm trying to make is that only badasses have that. But anyway.
Only bad. All right.
Cool. So now this is from Rosa X Frisco at Rikengard. Why are you racist?
I'm not a racist. You're just dumb.
Are you sure?
He's just dumb.
He's like dumb because he's a different race?
No, he's always being a smart mouth, and he's just like, Payton, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you behind the wall, and he's just like, oh.
Oh, that is fucked up. Did you vote for Trump?
No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't vote at all. Because
so you're even worse.
No, I'm from California, and that's a blue state. I knew who they would pick, so there's no point.
Shout out to California. I'm in New York. We're a blue state too.
Yeah.
All right, so now this is from Young and Hungry at Shrolo Kills, I guess. All right. 5 people that you feel are the future of CAW, which is a really hard question because I think the names that come to my head are people that are already somebodies and already doing great things in CAW. Maybe you have better luck, so go ahead.
Alright, so I can't really think of 5 people because there aren't enough people who stick out this year who are new.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, if I had to pick 5, like at least 4, I think Yukita is awesome. Because, you know, he's done a bunch of different CAWs, and this one sticks very well along with AW Knight. That one's a cool CAW. But they're both used by Shia, so Shia is awesome. I think Aiden Ali has a lot like potential, and I think he's tapping into it very well. I see the person who asked this question, which is Jawan. Jawan is actually like, he does his gimmick perfectly well. His promos need a little bit of work, but because he sent me a promo and he was like whispering. But yeah, I like him. And then if I were to say a 4th, I would say David Moore. But he's been around for like a while, but only recently getting like noticed. And I don't know. That's pretty much it. Like I would say Bronson, but Bronson's not the future. He's the now.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the trouble I have, because the people that I mentioned are the current. They're not the past or the future or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, cool. Now this one's another one from MXC FTW. Butt stuff. What is your in-depth take?
I will never.
Specifics, please.
I will never, never.
Never what?
Never butt stuff. Never.
Nothing ever went in your butt.
No. Oh, I thought meant me going into other things' butts. No, nothing in my butt.
Well, you can go in other people's butts. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be gay. You can go into a woman's butt.
Well, yeah, of course, but like, here's the thing: I have friends who try that and they're like, "It's the worst thing ever. Don't ever do it." I'm like, "All right."
Shit on the dick, but I mean,
yeah.
My thing is like I'm mainly in the export business, not in the import business. When it comes down to that, so like the only thing good that goes down there back there is like toilet paper and washcloths. That's it.
That's how it should be.
You know what I'm saying? But
for you and me, that's how it should be.
Oh,
Whoever is into that stuff,
I haven't met the right person yet. You never know. Some freaky chick could come in and be like, "Hey, try this," and I'm just like, depending on how much I love her, I might do it. Who knows? Never say never. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's admirable.
Right, exactly. You know, you gotta sometimes you have to go above and beyond for the people that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Infinity and beyond and shit. Anyway, alright, so last question from Cody Hagen at Cody Hagen 2016, which is really outdated, buddy. You gotta change that shit. Will Nova be in the Cater Crew? God damn, that's a cringeworthy question.
Pass.
Kitchen's closed. Gotcha.
Yes.
Shit. All right, but all right. Now that seems to be it for this podcast. Is there anything you want to plug? Any shows? Events, pay-per-views, whatever.
Twitter. Oh, I already plugged my Twitter. But
say it again for people that don't know. Go ahead.
It's at Payton Solaire, not Solitaire. It's SOLAIRE.
Not Solar Flare.
Solar Flare. How dare you? But if you want to plug some shows, go watch Go watch Project Wrestling. Go watch that thing that Nitro is doing, which is really cool. Destiny, I think, Wrestling. Dynasty Wrestling is probably it. I'm sorry, my memory is poop. Just keep an eye out for Catering Crew, because, we're in a lot more places than you think. So... yeah,
we even have a special handshake and everything that involves a pinky, but I'm not going to get into specifics. Just
exactly. If you told anyone that, I would have to I don't know what I would do, but I have to do
chop
something.
my pinky off, I guess. So I can't.
Exactly.
Exactly. The Dr. Evil shit. I can't do it anymore because, maybe with my ring finger. But anyway, so that's it.
Yeah, I hope this wasn't boring. But
no. Well, I almost fell asleep a few times, but that's because I only. No, I'm joking with you. No, it's good. But I actually had a lot of fun, more than some guests. So yeah.
Hey, all right.
Right.
Thank you.
Now that's it for the 5-2 Live podcast. I've been Sean Nova, and this is Payton Solitaire Solar Flares.
Don't. You better not right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, goodbye, everybody. Get the fuck out of my house.
All right.